is it just for the Thursday, just for the 24th?
Yes.
They are going into children's homes.
Yeah, the homes of children, yes.
No problem. And when did you need these night drivers from?
I should only need the one. My one gets around pretty quick.
Okay, so what we're looking for is someone who can do quite a lot of multi-drop. There are a significant amount of deliveries, and it is time sensitive.
Okay, is there any other particular requirement that you want?
They must be quite jolly.
This is a great phone call.
Hi Gary, how are you?
Very well, Tony. We've had fun this week, haven't we?
We've had a lot of fun this week. We've been up to all sorts of mischief. I think we're going to be on the naughty list this year.
I'm glad we're not doing a conference in January like we normally would do, because no one would be buying us a drink after what we've just done.
So I guess I should explain. We've done a couple of things this week. We've had a lot of fun with Christmas jokes. So driver hire folks have been posting utterly rubbish Christmas jokes over social media. If you want to have a look at any of them, follow the hashtag DH Christmas Crackers, and you'll get to see many people telling really bad jokes, including me and Gary. I think I probably got the worst joke on there, I think.
I can't agree with that one, I'm afraid. I think Richard Owen Hughes has got the worst joke, but he has the best outfit.
Agreed. Yes. Yeah. That was pretty bad and good at the same time. So the other thing we've been up to, I guess you'll probably have gathered from the intro, is we kind of imagined what would it be like if Santa had to self-isolate, and who's going to get the presents out? If you need a driver, who are you going to call?
And it's not Ghostbusters on this occasion.
So we've imagined that perhaps Santa's self-isolating, so driver hire need to step up to the plate to help out. We phoned, we didn't do it ourselves. We hired some help, which was Gawain from Gary's office and Russ from my office. I think our voices would probably have been a bit too well recognised, but bless them, Gawain and Russ phoned up a whole bunch of driver hire offices trying to book Santa for the Christmas Eve night. So I guess we should play everybody what happened.
Yep, I hope they enjoyed them as much as I did. I wasn't in the office listening to Gawain, but I was outside the door and I was in fits of laughter just listening to him talking to people. So I hope everyone enjoys this next few clips.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good morning, driver hire. Dave speaking. Who's going to help?
Is that driver hire in Ashford?
It is.
Right, brilliant. I wonder if you could help me. I'm looking for a driver for one night. Our regular driver's unfortunately called out sick.
Right, okay.
What we're looking for is multi-drop. Do you have drivers that can do multi-drop?
It's not something that I would be the best person to speak with. My colleague Callum's just had to quickly pop downstairs. He should be back sort of within the next 5 minutes. Would you ask me to get him to give you a call so he can discuss all your needs and make sure we can help for you?
Well, if I could just give you some details and leave it with you, would that be okay?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so what we're looking for is someone who can do quite a lot of multi-drop. There are a significant amount of deliveries, and it is time sensitive.
Okay.
We need someone who's okay to work in confined spaces, because some of the deliveries are very tight as well.
Yeah, as I say, it's not. I don't deal with the drivers directly. I just deal with the admin side of things. So Callum will have an understanding of all the drivers that he can consider for the position for you.
Okay. Now, in your experience, uniforms, because our client's quite brand sensitive, so would your drivers normally be all right about wearing uniforms that we supply?
Again, that's something, if it's you're supplying, then that's something that we can advise the driver they will be expected to wear.
Sure. Okay. Now, I know that I've been told that there's no requirement for a TACO card. Does that mean anything to you?
Yeah.
So it's TACO exempt. And this is like an admin thing as well, so you might be able to help. DBS.
You need someone that's already got a DBS completed.
I'd need some advice on that, because a lot of the deliveries are going into children's homes.
Right, okay. So, is that children's homes as in
Yeah, the homes of children, yes. Do you think you'd be able to provide me a price on that if you don't have drivers that are already...
What I'll do is I will discuss it with Callum.
Sure. And there's another, I don't know if it's a license or a certification request, but it needs to be someone who either is trained or comfortable dealing with livestock as well.
I will see about the experience of the drivers that we've got,
Okay.
and see if that's a possibility as well.
Yeah, because I mean it's a very old vehicle over at North Star Transportation, so we actually propel it. We need some little helpers. Would you be able to supply drivers' mates?
We can also ask as well for you, yeah.
Okay. And experience really needs someone who can fly about. So what's the possibility that you'd have someone who's got livestock experience, particularly with reindeer? Someone who's used to working closely with reindeer?
That's something I would have to double check for you and go and do some research for.
Okay, but it's a possibility.
I can let you know.
Okay. All right. And who did you say would be able to call me back?
I have to ask one of my colleagues to give you a call.
Okay. Could you just read back to me my requirements so you've got everything, because I might not be available when you call back?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
So you are looking for a driver for one night that's got livestock experience, is happy to wear a uniform. It's a very old vehicle.
Yeah.
They need to have a DBS completed because they are going into children's homes.
Yeah.
And
Brilliant. Yeah. Also, it's in terms of timing, it's for Christmas Eve. It's through the night, starting at 9 o'clock. Would there be an additional cost for that, do you think?
again, I don't deal with the costings, I'm afraid. I'll have to get someone to give you a call.
Okay, so someone will call me back about delivering gifts to children in confined spaces, Christmas Eve through to Christmas Day with livestock experience.
It's something that I will try and organise for you, yeah.
Brilliant, Jade. Thank you so much for taking my call. Just as an aside, could I also add that you've been taking part in Driver Hire's Christmas special podcast?
Oh gosh.
And we have been trying to source a new Santa with you. So thank you very much for playing along. My name is actually Gawain, and I'm calling from Driver Hire in Colchester.
Well, I hope I've done you proud.
You've done fantastically. Thank you so much for taking part. Thank you, Jade.
I feel so sorry, Jade, Gary. It's just Gawain. She quite obviously wanted Callum to deal with the call, and just Gawain wouldn't let her go.
Though I've already heard it twice, I am still in fits of laughter because she obviously wants to deal with it. That's not her main role, obviously.
Yeah.
And it is so funny.
Yeah, no, she's desperately trying to do a great job, but I bet she's still thinking, why did Callum go downstairs at that exact moment? Oh, dear.
I phoned up the office afterwards to apologise. And Callum with fits of laughter just discussing what was going on with Andrew from the Ashford office.
Brilliant. Now, what a good sport. So that's what happens when you phone and the person receiving the call is really concentrating on trying to get the exact detail right. Do you want to hear what happens when you get rumbled?
Oh, I'm looking forward to this one.
Good afternoon, Driver Hire, Debbie speaking. How can I help? And it's only morning.
Ah, yes, you're wishing the day away, love.
I am. How can I help?
Hi, yes. I used to work with your Colchester branch, and I called them to see if they could help me. But what's that chubby guy's name with the beard?
You're talking about the gorgeous Gary.
That's
who
the
you're
one.
about.
Yeah, likes a Kit Kat, doesn't he? Yes. Yes, I don't know if you can help me. I'm calling from North Star Logistics. My driver has decided to self-isolate. It's going to be night work. It'll be a B plus E because I definitely need the B plus E because of the towing facility.
Right, okay.
Have you got any on your books or?
Oh, I have.
Good.
And where would it be going out of?
It's going to be going from, I'll have to get you the full address. It's EX4.
Yeah, that's my area, no problem. And when did you need these night drivers from?
I should only need the one. My one gets around pretty quick. I mean, he's usually done by about 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, is he? Is it for Christmas Eve by any chance?
It might be around that sort of time, yes.
Oh, is it? Really? Okay. And who am I speaking to?
My name's Noel Tenenbaum.
Noel. Oh. Ho, ho, ho. reindeers are going to be towing the sleigh?
Oh, I haven't looked out the window. It doesn't look like reindeer to me.
I have plenty of candidates that would love to dress up and do that.
Debbie, hi, it's Tony. Thank you so much for playing along. We're doing a recording for the Christmas special of the Driver Hire podcast, and if you don't mind, we'll publish your fantastic customer service skills to the nation.
You're too good for me. Yeah, I've met my match.
So, I just have this image of you all dressed up now, which is really bad.
Well, Debbie, thank you so much for playing along. Merry Christmas to you, and we'll speak to you soon.
Merry
Yeah.
Christmas,
Happy Christmas, Debbie.
Well, I've got to say, Debbie, thank you very much for the compliment. But the gorgeous Gary, I like that.
The gorgeous Gary.
So thank you, Debbie.
Oh, well, she rumbled Russ pretty much straight away, I reckon.
Yeah, you're very much so, and that was funny. She was definitely the quickest to pick up with what was going on.
Yeah, 100%. Well, following that, Russ phoned into the Chelmsford office. Do you want to hear what happened there?
Oh, yes, please.
Can I pass you over to my manager? Because she deals with this kind of stuff.
Certainly.
Is that all right? Her name's Gina. I'll just transfer you over to her now.
Lovely, thank you.
Okay, sorry, what was your name again?
My name's Noel.
Okay, what company was that, sorry?
North Star Logistics.
Okay, 1 second. Gina Quinn.
Hello, Gina. Sorry, I was just explaining to your colleague. I've basically done quite a bit of work for your Colchester, but they put me in touch with you because you're in my area.
Okay.
I'm after a B plus E driver with DBS.
Did you say? Sorry, you're a bit.
So B. So Bravo plus E.
Okay. Right. Okay. So someone that can tow, yeah.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. And what's the name of your company? Sorry.
North Star Logistics.
North Star. Okay. And what's your name?
My name's Noel.
Hiya, Noel. Okay. And where is it you're based now, then, Noel?
Well, I'm actually down in central London, but the actual collection point will be in CM. Oh, I'm going to have to get you the full postcode. I can't read his writing. But
that's all right, darling.
Yes, I was told it's definitely in your area, though.
Yeah, it is, CM.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. So will they be, what will they be pulling, Noel?
It's actually quite specialised. It's got quite a large payload. You wouldn't think so, looking at it, but you have to get into quite tight spaces as well. So I'd need quite a professional driver. As I say, my driver usually he's done by 4 o'clock in the morning, and we'd also need them to wear a uniform. Would that be a problem?
No, do you provide the uniform?
Oh yes, we'll provide all the PPE and uniform. And
yeah, no, that wouldn't be a problem at all. When is it you need the driver for?
It's not next week. It's the week after.
So week commencing the 21st.
Yes, that's correct. It'll be the Thursday, I think.
Is it just for the Thursday, just for the 24th?
Yes.
So you just need them that one day?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And it's someone that's got B plus E on the licence for the 24th of December.
Yeah.
Okay. What is it they'll be pulling exactly?
Well, it's actually a sleigh.
A sleigh?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
And so I must be able to work with animals and children, and must fly around. Obviously, we expect them to have their break because that we wouldn't want them to break the law.
Yes, absolutely. And have you got any certain person in mind? So they've got to be good with children, have they?
Yes, that's where the DBS or CRB, whatever you'd like to call it, is.
Okay, so they need a DBS as well. Okay, excellent. Okay, is there any other particular requirement that you want?
They must be quite jolly.
Right, okay, so quite jolly as well. Right, okay, excellent. Is there anything else?
Gina, you have been brilliant. I've just got to say, this is Russ from Croydon branch, and I'm sitting here with Mr. Gosha, and I will let him explain the rest.
When you said a sleigh, I thought, right, okay, a sleigh, okay. I was waiting for you to say Father Christmas, but I thought, no, I will carry on, being professional. And on the 24th of December, okay. Very good, you got me. Very good.
Oh, Gina, hi, it's Tony.
How are you, Tony?
I'm very good. I'm very good. I'm also very, very impressed with your professionalism, Gina.
Yeah, excellent.
So do I get 10 out of 10 for that then, I hope?
Well, you do, and you also get a little place on the Driver Hire podcast Christmas special.
No!
Yes!
Oh, my days.
So, Gina, thank you very, very much for playing along. You've been a great sport. Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. Well, listen, you have a fantastic Christmas over there.
Oh, Tony, had me in tears as well.
I suppose what it is, it must be so focused on taking the notes and trying to do the job right and making sure you've got the detail and fully understanding that you just miss the blinding obvious.
I know we're all busy at the moment, and I think that's most probably why we got away with so many. So funny.
Well, I've got one more to finish up with, and this is the most professional anybody has been in any of these phone calls we've made. So Gawain phoned into Guildford and Phil answered the phone. And I have to say, if you ever need a driver for anything, including delivering Christmas presents, you need to be phoning Phil at Guildford because he is the man. Have a listen to this, Gary, and see what you think.
Driver Hire, this is Phil. How can I help?
Is that Driver Hire in Guildford?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, hi. I wonder if you could help me. I'm looking for a driver for a night's work as our regular driver's off at the minute.
What company are you phoning from?
All right, North Star Transportation.
Okay, and what's your name, please?
My name's Nick Christie.
Nick.
Do you supply drivers that do multi-drop?
What kind of vehicle have you got that needs driving?
Right, it's a vehicle that requires towing. It's got like a trailer on the back.
Okay.
Relatively small. I think it's my manager says it's like a B plus E or a
category B plus E. So category B is a 3.5 ton vehicle or less.
Okay.
And then the E is the trailer. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Now, my manager said it's you don't need tachos. Does that make sense to you?
If the train weight, which is the gross vehicle weight of the vehicle, the trailer, and the load, all comes below 3.5 ton.
Right. Okay.
Then it is below tacho regulations. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Now we need someone who's let me check. DBS checked.
DBS. Okay.
Yeah, because we're delivering to children's homes. Not amongst other things. So is that something that you could source for us, or would we need to do that ourselves?
But the DBS, if a driver comes with it, then great. If not, then we'd have to organise it. I think there's a small fee of about 25 or 30 quid for a DBS check, and I don't know how quickly it comes through. But how immediate is your requirement?
Well, it's a couple of weeks. We need someone for just one day on Christmas Eve.
Okay.
Starting at about 9 o'clock in the evening, although if they could be there earlier to load. Christmas Eve isn't a bank holiday, so but I suppose it's going into Christmas Day. So would there be an additional fee for that?
Probably, yeah. I mean, it's not expensive, but yeah, it does cross into a bank holiday. But that's the sort of thing that I can forward you all the rates and things like that over to you. So you need one day on Christmas Eve. And then did you say you need a couple of weeks after that?
No, it's in a couple of weeks. It's actually on Christmas Eve going into Christmas Day. So it's quite time sensitive that we get all these packages out.
I see.
Also, in terms of branding, will your drivers be happy to wear our uniform?
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
cool. So
yeah.
we could...
They are yours for the day.
Brilliant.
And so they would be treated in exactly the same way as a normal full-time worker of yours.
Okay, and it would need to be someone quite good because there are some confined spaces to affect ingress.
Okay, yeah. I mean, all of our drivers go through a 150 point check.
Oh wow! Okay.
From referencing to eligibility to work in the UK. They even sit an online competency assessment as well.
Right.
So we can weed out all the you see, if you've got a Category B driving license, you can pass your test and then suddenly you can drive for a living. However, if you're a professional driver, then of course you've got those sort of vocational responsibilities as well. And we weed out the people who want to drive for a living and the ones that choose to drive for a living.
Right, I understand.
So there's some very, very tight holes in our filter to be able to get people that can do it. Equally, we've actually got HGV drivers that don't mind driving a Category B plus E vehicle, so they are professionally trained and used to dealing with much larger vehicles as well.
Yeah, because experience is important. We really need someone who can fly about. Definitely.
How many drops do you come back?
How many? I mean, I'm because we've had the same guy for many years. How many drops are realistic in one evening? They're fairly small packages.
It depends on where they're going. Depends on the locations that they're going to.
Okay.
Whereabouts are you based, Nick?
Well, we're based overseas, but we'll be bringing our fleet into the area. In terms of, like, I don't know if there's an additional license requirement for this, but do you have anyone who's experienced in working with livestock? Does that require a special license, or do you have someone with experience?
It would be somebody that would have experience with that. What would you? Here's the next question. What would they be delivering?
Just packages, small packages, but like a lot of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where does the livestock thing come into it?
Well, it's basically that they'll be working with reindeer.
Wow.
Because we actually it's quite an old vehicle, so we use reindeer to propel it.
I see.
So if you've got anyone who's experienced, I don't know, if you've worked with horses, could you work with reindeer as well? I don't know.
These are questions I've never been asked before.
Okay. And also, finally, in terms of keeping the brand image of my client, we particularly like someone who is a bit rotund, someone who's like fairly portly, and with a sort of friendly face, possibly a white beard, maybe. Although we.
This is a great phone call.
Thank you. So, as you may have worked out, this is. My name's Gawain from Driver Hire in Colchester, and you're taking part in the Driver Hire Christmas Special podcast. Now,
I really hope that I've come across so professionally.
Oh, you have. You've been absolutely brilliant. Seriously, if Santa Claus is looking for a team to help him in the Guildford area, then he has definitely come to the right place.
Do you know what? I'm not going to get these 7 or 8 minutes of my life back.
Phil from Guildford, thank you so much for taking part. Merry Christmas to you and your team.
I can't wait to hear it.
Okay, thanks, mate. Catch you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Brilliant.
I've got to say, Phil was so professional. I loved the upselling, everything. He definitely knew his onions. What for better wording? He knew what was to say. That was superb.
Yeah.
And, Phil, if you ever move to the Colchester area, give me a shout.
Yeah, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. What I liked most was every time he was unsure, he turned his answer into a question to put the pressure back on Gawain, but then Gawain did the same thing back to him.
That was such a good call between them. If you sat down and done a training call, that's what you want.
Yes. Yeah, I just think it's absolutely brilliant. I think Phil was fantastic. Gawain was fantastic, but Phil is definitely the star of this of this cheeky little bit of mischief we've got up to.
Yeah, we definitely will be on the naughty list this year from nearly every office we called, and there was a lot of them we did call. We couldn't use them all in today's podcast because it would be so long.
But thank you. All the officers we called that didn't make it on, and obviously the ones that did. Thank you. Thank you very, very much for all being such great sports. So finally, Gary, just want to kind of sign out for Christmas. It's been great. The podcast, the response we've had, the amount of listens we've had, and good to finish up this year on a festive note.
Yep, it's been great, Tony. I've really enjoyed doing the podcast. You make me think a lot more than I normally would do, and it's been very, very enjoyable. And I'd like to wish all our listeners a happy new year as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll be back in the new year. We'll take a couple of weeks off now, but we'll be back in the new year with all sorts of other things for you.